Hi guys. So this is my collab with Psychachu. Really hope I'm saying your name right. There's your gallery right there. Psychachusims. She built this beautiful shell, did all the landscaping, and I pulled it out of the gallery and I added all the inside. So most of the plants and everything outside, she had already done all that. So I started with the kitchen and I was trying to do something different. These rooms, she definitely gave me a challenge. I will say that because every room had a door to the outside. So when you're trying to plan out a bathroom, that's a little bit harder to do because, I don't know, personally, I don't want a door to the outside my bathroom, but I made it work. I love your design site. I'm not insulting, trust me. You did throw me one curveball though. I don't know if you realized it, but you didn't put any stairs in. So I had to do that first thing. Figure out where they look good without busting any of your walls or making it look bad. But I loved it. You gave me a total challenge and I loved it. Now, I have said on Twitter that half of my video is missing. Um, we for some reason, my computer memory was low. I thought I was okay. And it decided not to record basically the top 1.5 floors. So I don't have the final room at the top. I did put in a kid's room. I put in a toddler room. You will see part of the toddler room going in. This building is 4 levels. Um, so the very top, I put in a teen room and which I really wish that would have recorded because that was my absolute favorite room. I will put pictures at the end to show you what happened, how they turned out. This right here was a catastrophe. This was me trying to figure out how to hide the stove. So I was trying everything I could. So I just kind of jumped out of here and stopped recording so I could figure it out. But the dining room I love. I do love the style in here. I wanted to use a lot of bright colors just because she had all these bright walls and bright um floorings, and it just the colors, almost every room was its own color, and that wasn't even on purpose. I was trying to kind of color code the whole house and keep it all the same, but for some reason different colors were just calling to me. And if you saw on Twitter, you saw that I downloaded 3 new kits, and I was just having a blast with those kits. I mean, I knew from the beginning I wanted decor to the max, so that was a definite. So I grabbed that one. I grabbed industrial, and I grabbed the little campers because I knew I wanted that one too. So I'm really glad I did because they had some really good plants and things in them. And I will say the rug that comes with decor to the max, I fell in love with. Every design on it was just so beautiful. But anyways, like I was saying, on the third floor, like I said, it's a toddler's room. There's a bathroom between, and then there's a kid's room, and then it went into a full-on hallway that was a laundry room, and it was all yellow and bright. And I had a little sitting room where you could sit and um, just kind of look outside. I had a little back deck there with all kinds of furniture. I did have a back deck down below that never showed up in the video. That was a bar and a sitting spot outside on the back. So at the very top, like I said, was a teenage room, and I also had a room for like a band. I had a keyboard in it. I had a guitar in it, and it had teen posters everywhere. So it was set up for like if your teen had a garage band. And the other room that was attached to her, I say her because of how I designed it. If you decide to go in the gallery and look at this or look at the pictures, you'll see that it's kind of a purplish pink that I went with because that you gotta love the high school furniture. I swear their matched teen sets are gorgeous. But I used like a purplish pink color, so I gave the teenager their own little TV room too. So if they have guests over and they're hanging out, they've got their own little room. Honestly, this build I would put in my game because I do love every angle of it. Now in the living room here, this is probably my favorite room in the whole house. I don't know why. It's not overly detailed, but I think it's the coloring and how the couch is set up, and just the way that I curved it into a small space like this so you could get a decent sitting area. And I went crazy on the plants in this house, but I always do because I'm a plant person. See that rug I'm in love with. Um, I don't know. I just thought this would be perfect for a family. It has 4 bedrooms. Like I said, there's a toddler room, a teen room, a kid room, and then there's the master bedroom, which did make it onto film, so that'll be coming up. I just love how simple this room is and how pretty, especially with the plant on the plant light sitting under the TV and this little reading nook. It just I could easily see playing with this house, honestly. If you do decide to get it on the gallery, it's under Identifier 44. You do need to click custom content because I had a moment where I used Tool for something, and I think that's what ended up putting me as modded. Which that is the absolute only thing I did, and that was just to move some books around, which I really wish I hadn't done now. The last two builds have been like that. So if you've been looking for my build that I did for Sims 4 Ideas, the build she did, the shell, and then I decorated it, you have to do the same thing. You need to hit the custom content button. It is in there. It's just because I used Tool for the rocks. Now, the bathroom was fun little angles to try to figure out, but I like the idea of taking a bath and looking outside and just enjoying the view and enjoying the beauty, and it just seemed fun. Now, I do like that little wainscoting. I am glad that came with decor. I know I'm late to the party on these kits, but I'm having a blast with them now. And the butterflies I thought fit in good there. It just, the whole thing just worked out. I should have left the wall up though to put that um, column up, but I'd already taken it down. You know, you get lazy. But I like this idea. Honestly, I could see sitting in that tub and looking outside and enjoying the view and just relaxing. I'm personally, maybe I play too many Greek gods and goddesses, but the idea of sitting there and enjoying your own view while you're sitting in the tub so just sounds very royal. I could be wrong. Um, Hopefully, you guys don't just think I'm rambling on about nothing today. Normally, I come on here really quick and I say, hey, okay, this is what's on the build. All right, talk to you later. And I play music. I decided today I'll talk to you. So, if you prefer that, let me know. I'm not big on the whole social angle of this, obviously, um, or I would do it more often. But usually I'm doing CC builds and they're long builds and I don't want to chat forever. This changes color about 50 times, the front porch here. But it's almost like an artist gathering. It's kind of a happy little creative home. I wanted to have a lot of things for them to do. I have easels, I have the music, I have all kinds of stuff that I put in. You'll see a craft corner coming, which I didn't intend to do, but I put down an item that made me go, hey, a craft room would be really cool in this. And so I started out different colors, and then for some reason that purple just grabbed me, and I thought it'd be good. So just a little gathering area outside, gather with their friends and hang out, and I'm so happy I got little campers because when I put that fireplace in, oh my god, that thing is gorgeous. I'm gonna end up using it in every build. Like I said, I feel like I'm late to the party on some of these kits, but you know, you do what you can do when you don't have the money for them. Yeah, see, I love that fire pit. All right, now we're moving up to the next level. I honestly, I thought it was only 3 levels, and then I got going. I was like, oh, okay, she really threw me a curveball. I was like, okay, there's 4 levels. I got to figure out what to do with. As you can see, each room is its own unique shape. So I really had to get creative with these, which I really love. And I don't mind doing challenges. So if anybody has a shell they want me to attempt, let me know. I enjoy, especially if you're going to make it really hard to figure out. Those are fun. I think I just like to puzzle solve. And this is definitely the master here. I wanted to give them enough room. I mean, they have plenty of room. This is one of the bigger rooms in the house. So I'm just trying to make it look very relaxing. Somewhere you want to go when you want to get away from the fact that there are probably 4 kids in this house, or at least 3 kids. So I decided to just kind of class up their room and make it a little different. And the chair is so pretty. I changed this bed color about 50,000 times. I could not decide what colors I wanted in this room. I wanted the green, but there isn't really anything that matches that green. So I've been playing around, I was playing around with the different colors. I wanted stuff to just kind of look coordinated, maybe because my own bedroom isn't coordinated. So, when I play The Sims, I want to give it something that I don't normally have. So, yeah, I don't know. I thought this was pretty. I don't really have a whole lot to say. I do have a surprise video coming out for Halloween. I'm going to be very creative with this one. I want to make it creepy for Halloween. So if you're wondering what I'm going to do with all of those characters I've been creating, all my little Halloween characters, I have a plan coming. It's called Camp Carnage. And you'll have to wait till towards Halloween time, but I will be filming a video with those characters and we're going to see what happens with it. It just I think it could be really fun, the idea I have, and it goes along with the creepy idea of Halloween and horror and you know, but definitely 18 plus. So keep that in mind towards the end of the month. I will be creating a few more characters first before I do it. So, and as you can see, I have no problem using these hanging plants. I absolutely love the hanging plants. I wish I had a few in my house, but I have cats, so they're not going to let me have hanging plants. So yeah, and the high school plants are beautiful too. I will give them that. Um, I don't know if I'll make the whole video talking. There isn't really a whole lot to say. Probably bore the hell out of everybody. Sorry. Yes, I do swear. It's hard. Right now, I'm not at a point where I can be monetized, so I'm not overly worried about what I say on these. Which, if you watched my latest Aphrodite, you'll realize because I kind of randomly yell out a swear word in there. Say it a couple times. But, everybody's got their own love language. So, see, when I put down that little crafting thing on the table, I said, you know what? A crafting room would be a great idea. And if you're in a creative household like this, like I have the easels, I have all that stuff, you're in a creative household, why not put in a crafting area? I mean, I grew up on a farm. My mom made all her clothes, and she had a whole crafting area, and you knew you did not mess with mom's sewing machine. You didn't touch any of her craft stuff. You just kind of stayed out of the way of her. And I mean, she had how these shelves are set up here. That's kind of how she had set up in the middle of the living room. Not really in the middle, but it was against the wall because our living room goes out into like a sun porch. So she had it up against the wall there, and it is a giant desk with a sewing machine on it. All of her material. I mean, I grew up. My mom made all of my Barbie clothes. She made all of our regular clothes. And being and I grew up in the 90s with the big shirts and the leggings, um, she made those shirts for me, and God, they were funky. And then my brother grew up this, obviously same time frame, but he was into MC Hammer type pants, so you know what I mean if you were around then. And my mom even made him those, and I remember some really interesting ones. If you've ever watched Saved by the Bell, think AC Slater with like his different big baggy pants, like his sweats. That's kind of what she made for him. He had zebra stripes, he had orange and black, he had all kinds of colors. But it was the 90s. It was more colors the better. So, um, here, I gave the kids a little playroom. Uh, not too much to say about this. I mean, obviously, I got into some little camper stuff again. I thought a little playroom next to the craft room would be kind of cool. And that way, I could keep all the bedrooms together, and the parents kind of get their own floor. So, I shrunk down that mural to put that in there. I didn't know what to do with this corner, and I thought, what about just a little reading nook? Just somewhere to just kind of hang out and read a book and, stay out of the way of everything, look outside, enjoy the windows, just something different. And there's enough different levels here that you could easily just sit there and read a book. I personally, I would love this nook or the one down in the living room because growing up, I was a reader. And I mean, I was a tomboy too. So I would sit out in our cherry trees and read a book. I used to lay out in the fields and read books too. That right there is where I got screwed up. Using Tool right there is what made this modded. So I think the next time I go to build anything that's going to be on the gallery, I'm just going to take all my mods out and just go from there. I do want to keep in my build mod though because I need the debug. But I don't think I'm going to use Tool anymore unless I absolutely have to. Somehow it's just not working with the gallery right now. So I don't want to keep screwing up my builds and nobody can have them. All my earlier builds used to work just fine. All right, now this is going to cut out soon. We're coming to the point where I lost the last recordings. I did manage to get the toddler room done and I believe the bathroom done. But when I went to move over to the kids' room, or no, the bathroom isn't fully done either. When I moved over to the kid room, I noticed I no longer had any more recordings. So it's very disappointing. I mean, I would have loved to have the teen room on here. I absolutely love the teen room. Um, hopefully, I'm sorry, guys, but at least you got a short video out of it. I really wish there'd been more detail. The whole upstairs turned out it was my favorite part of the whole house, and it really disappoints me. But that's what happens when you don't check your memory on your computer before you start recording, and you got 50,000 Halloween mods right now that are eating away at your RAM. So that's my biggest problem right now is all the Halloween things I have. And this bouncing thing is getting on my nerves. And yes, I tried the file thing where you go in and you change the bounce, but it came back. It didn't go anywhere. It just quit moving for the one build I did it on. And it's so annoying because you can't get in close enough to show anybody anything while you're recording. Because the minute you zoom in on any of this, it bounces right back out again. So annoying. So yeah, we're coming up on the little bit I got done in this bathroom. Thought a cute little shared bathroom would be nice for the kid and the toddler. And I do put a potty seat in. Not that you can see it because it goes out on me. But I did have really fun, or a whole lot of fun with this. So, like I said, if anybody wants to give me a challenge, go for it. Now here's the pictures of what happened. So we got the bottom level, we got this level, and an idea what I tried to do with the teen room. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe.